Men have become so scared of approaching women that nowadays they say you need choosing signals, you need indicators of interest. The woman has to stare at you for 5 seconds long for you to go up there and talk to her. Listen, from what I know, a man goes after what he wants and he doesn't wait for someone to tell him what to do. At the end of the day, what you need to understand is women 9 times out of 10, they're either on their phone, they might not even notice you. And the prettier she is, the more trained she is to not look men in the eyes, because she knows if I look men in the eyes, guess what happens? They come and they talk to me. So the creepy guys come up and approach her, right? So 9 times out of 10, she's not even going to look at you. So if you see what you like, go after what you want. And if she rejects you, keep it pushing, man. It's not that deep. Imagine being a salesman. Imagine being a salesman and the only way you're going to get sales is if people come to you. You're going to be a pretty broke salesman. You're not going to be making a lot of money. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, there's people out there in the world who don't even know they need the product. They might have the problem in their life, but they don't know what the solution is. They might need the product that you have, but the fact that they don't even know about it, it's not being put in front of their eyes. They don't have any sort of attention on it. They don't even know that's the solution to their problems. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm not even just talking about sales here. I'm talking about some women don't even know that you are the man that she's looking for. The moment you walk up in front of her, the moment you approach her with that supreme confidence, she might not have even seen you. Listen, this has happened to me plenty of times. And guess what? Doesn't even see me, approach, everything goes perfectly. Why? Because I had the balls to go and talk to her. So understand that if you're over here waiting for a woman to look at you and wave you down and say, hey, come over here, you're making your chances so slim because you're only waiting for a woman. And that doesn't even mean that the woman is not even going to find you attractive, that she's not going to be interested in you. Listen, you go after what you want and then you test the temperature, right? Once you make the approach, that's when you test the temperature. That's when you check to see, okay, is she feeling me? Is she not? If she's not, okay, just walk away. Okay, no problem. Thanks. Have a good day. Simple, right? Keep it pushing. Don't get mad. Don't get aggressive. It's okay. You got to learn how to accept rejection as a part of life. When you are okay with rejection, you are literally so free. Because the reason why so many guys talk about optimizing your online profile, and that's a whole nother topic that I'm going to get into, but optimizing your Tinder profile or your online dating or Instagram as the only way to date. Understand that, first of all, back in the day, they didn't even have these things like Tinder, Instagram. What did they do? They just went and talked like human beings. Second of all, the whole reason why you're trying to optimize this page so much and you're trying to stay away from approaching women is because deep down inside, you know you suck. Deep down inside, you know you have zero game and you know that you can't hold a conversation for shit. So the good thing about the phone, the good thing about optimizing your Tinder profile is on Instagram, on social media, on Tinder, you can warp public perception, right? You can hop on Tinder and make everything perfect. Get the right angle. Put the smoothest text that took you 45 minutes to write up. And then you put everything perfectly. You're 5'4", but you put 6 feet tall. You do everything right? So you're warping her perception. And then you text her and she's looking at you through this lens and you feel like Mr. Macho Man. But understand, you have no game. You can't even go talk to her in person like a man. You can't go talk to her. And that's the whole reason why optimizing, the onlines and don't go and talk to her in person. Any guy that you ever see doing that, check them out. They don't have any game. They don't go talk to a woman. They don't know how to carry a conversation. They don't know how to be charismatic. They don't know how to create sexual tension. They don't know how to do any of these things. Now, listen, don't get me wrong. 1 second. Don't get me wrong. If at the end of the day, you are the type of man who does have the skill to go out there and talk to women, there's no problem with getting an online dating profile and optimizing it, right? Because the foundation is there. Because even if you do optimize your profile, what do you have to do next? You have to meet up. So you optimize your profile and now you met up, you skip the step of learning how to actually talk to a woman like a human being. You're pedestalizing her and now you meet up and nothing really happens. It doesn't really go anywhere. Why? Because you didn't build the foundation. You didn't lay the bricks. You didn't say, okay, what do I need to focus on first before I get too ahead of myself? What do I need to focus on first? But like I said, if you've already built that foundation, optimize what you got to optimize. It's your choice. It's like, you can kind of blame someone or kind of critique someone for renting a car and acting like, they own the car, right? But you can't really critique someone who has 2 Bugattis in their garage. They have Lamborghinis, they have SVJs, they have Ferraris, and then they go out somewhere and then they rent the car, right? It's okay. It's like, okay, yeah, but he has the cars. He has the cars. He has the foundation. He's not just, faking and warping people's perceptions. Like the guy who rents one Lambo and makes it seem like he has a Lambo, right? That's what I'm saying is you guys, for the guys who try to optimize things online, what you're doing is you're simply just, I'm gonna warp this facade of who I really am. But listen, bro, indicators of interest, choosing signals, that's all bullshit, bro. It's all bullshit. Okay? And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying bullshit in the fact that it doesn't, hold on. I'm not saying bullshit in the fact that, it doesn't have some truth to it. Because sure, a woman can choose you by sending you a signal. A woman can give you indicators of interest, right? Looking at you for an extended period of time, walking up next to you, making a comment about something, opening conversation, touching you in some way, asking some dumbass question, coming up next to you in the gym. These are all choosing signals or indicators of interest, right? But at the end of the day, if you're the type of man who says, I only deal with women who send me choosing signals, part of it is because once again, you have no game. You're afraid that, if you go up to her, you might get rejected. When you don't have that fear, when that fear is out of your mind completely, then guess what? You go up, you talk to her, who gives a fuck? She says no. All right, there's a million, billion, trillion women in the world. Who cares? If one says no, okay, I don't care. It doesn't make me lose any sleep at night. So why would I sit here and stress about it? But the guy who says he needs choosing signals, he needs indicators of interest, the whole reason why is because he needs to build that courage. He needs to sit there and build that courage. And the fact that he can't build it on his own, he doesn't have supreme confidence. He has to wait for the woman to give him some external validation. So he says, oh yes, external validation. I feel good now. I feel confident enough to go and make the approach. Now I finally have the balls to go do it. I finally mustered up the courage. Now I'm going to go talk to her. Meanwhile, the guy who's a fucking shooter has already built up the confidence within himself, doesn't need external validation. 2 things. That man is going to go after what he wants. And second of all, if she rejects him, it's not going to matter. The guy who needs the choosing signals, the indicators of interest, this guy needs the external validation to build up the courage. And if she rejects him, it's going to be the end of the world for him, right? He's nothing. He's not shit. Oh, this girl rejected me, man. I must suck. I'm terrible. This and that. Oh, blah, 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 right? Because he hasn't built it in himself. Be the guy who builds up that confidence from within. Don't be the type of guy who's afraid of trying something and failing. Do you want to know how you can never fail? I'll give you the secret. If you want to know how to never, ever in your life fail again, I'll tell you the secret right now. Never try again. Never try again. Just don't try. Just completely stay on the sidelines. Watch everyone else play the game of life. Watch everyone else win. And I promise you, you will never, ever fail another day in your life. But if you want to be a winner, you got to understand that losses are just a part of the game. And it's not even a loss if you just take it on the chin. It's not even a loss if a woman rejects you, because you can't lose something you never had. It's not a loss. The only way it's a loss is if you wanted to go do it and you didn't do it because of external factors. She didn't send me some signal. There was too many people around. It wasn't the right place, right? That's loser shit. You have failed. You have lost. But you can't fail. You can't lose when you're the type of guy who it doesn't matter anything external. He has it all within. Everything from within. Everything starts within. That's the foundation of the game, is everything starts within. Okay? You don't need anything external. You don't need her to come over here and send you something. You don't care if there's people walking around. You don't care if there's someone right next to her. You don't care if the scenery is the right scenery. You don't care if she's with her father. Shit. Excuse me, sir. Really quick. All respect. I found your daughter really attractive and I wanted to come over here and introduce myself. Is that okay with you, sir? Okay, boom. He says, no, all right, keep it pushing. He says, yes, you talk to her, right? But the type of guy who needs choosing signals, that guy's going to be shivering and shaking and oh, no, but her dad's there. Excuses. Listen, guys, cold approach. I don't even fucking call that shit cold approach. What even... I was about to end this video, but really quick, what even is this shit, bro? Cold approach, day game, night game, masculine frames, feminine frames, indicators of interest. What happened to just being a man? Having nuts. Like, I got nuts. It's that simple. I got nuts. I'm a man. I do what I'm supposed to do, and I go after what I want. It's that simple. But most guys nowadays have to overcomplicate the game. They got to be like, oh, but do I have the right frame? Did I leave my frame at home? Oh, shit. I'm at Target. I see a baddie. Fuck, I forgot my frame at home. Damn, I forgot my frame. I don't have the right frame. I have the feminine one, but I don't have the masculine one. Oh, she's not sending me choosing signals, indicators of interest. You're making this whole thing in your head that it doesn't even have to be that way. How about just being a man, knowing that you have balls, utilizing them, and going after what you want? All right? That's the video for today. Let me know down below. Are you a day gamer, masculine framer, feminine framer, infield game, and whatever else game? Is that you? The cold approach hater? The Tinder swindler guy? Let me know down below. Do you agree or do you disagree? What do you think?